Hello guys, my name is Andre with the Wings Mobile Detailing Podcast. If you guys are listening to this on YouTube or on Instagram, wherever you guys are, there is also on iTunes. We're also on iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play. Today I'm talking about the difference between ceramic coating and graphene and explaining what graphene actually is. This is not a new hype. Graphene is not a new technology product it's hyped up in whatever industry it may be. Graphene is an actually lab-tested material that they've been found many years ago. Matter of fact, they actually have a really good reserve, an immense amount of reserve of graphene in Brazil. And they use that for different vehicles. Even for NASA, they starting to look through that product. The Tesla batteries, because it's a resistant product and it can resist heat. And it's also very durable. So graphene is not a new hype. It's actually lab tested before. It is new to the automotive detailing industry. That's what it's new on. But the product itself, graphene itself, has been tested. I'm going to cover what it is, the difference between having a ceramic coated applied to your vehicle or graphene coating applied to your vehicle. As you guys saw in the video, if you're on YouTube, you've seen me applying on my personal car, and I showed you the difference. I showed you also actually the result of when I applied the G-Technic coating on my car 3 years ago, and I show you what it looks like now, three and a half years after. So we removed that coating, as you saw in the video, and we're applying the coating of graphene now. And now the actual test is going to be 7 years from now. We're going to actually get to see the actual difference and the durability. If it's actually a lot, it sure is a lot more durable than actual SiO2, which is ceramic coating. But we're going to see actually tested because it's new to the automotive detailing industry. After this podcast is done, I'm going to explain to you all and stay with the introduction. But I'm also going to show you the result of how my car came out with our Wings Mobile Detailing Specialist after they did all the service and the end result. So stay with the introduction. We're going to cover everything about graphene in a short podcast and a short video.
Welcome to the Wings Mobile Detailing Business and Automotive Podcast, the only podcast that will guide you on how to start and grow six-figure companies. As our team expand from one business location to worldwide domination, you will get step-by-step insights from a millennial franchisor and franchise owner with your host, Andre Mezalira.
So, as you guys may already know, ceramic coating is the best type of paint protection that you can have for your car, on top of waxes or sealants. And I have podcast on this topic explaining the difference between wax, sealants, and ceramic coating. Ceramic coatings definitely has always been known as the top protection because it lasts the longest, and it's better against water spotting, scratches, and everything else. Aside from PPF, which is paint protection film. Now, there is the new type of coating, which is the graphene coating, as we're talking about graphene. And I'm going to tell you the difference between a ceramic coating silica SiO2, which is the composition of ceramic coating, as opposed to the graphene coating. There is a slight difference. The graphene coating's better overall, just as a conclusion. And they are both great to protect the paint against UV rays and among other things. But the one thing that graphene actually stand out compared to ceramic coating, graphene is less prone to water spotting. It happened before where I personally applied ceramic coating to vehicle, and it gives that perfect shine, perfect finish, glossy, wet look shine. We know the car is protected. And let's say about a few months afterwards, when acid rain gets on the car, it's not 100%. It doesn't prevent water spotting 100%. Acidic water when it rains on the car. Graphene is better in that aspect. So graphene, you're gonna have less water, it's less prone to water spotting. Number two, graphene is definitely a harder material. Where ceramic coating, we're looking at hardness around 9H. Graphene, they're saying that it's over 10. It's definitely thicker. Not the product itself is not thicker, but it's more actually resistant to scratches, minor swirl marks, and actually scratches overall. And consequently, even paint chips, because it can repel it. So it is better in regards to the hardness on it. So you're going to have a better protection in scratching as well, against scratches on the graphene side. Graphene is also supposed to last longer, and it's a more lightweight product. The weight on it doesn't really matter because we're applying on vehicles. We're not really worried about adding a millimeter more of weight on the car. It really does not matter. But it is supposed to last longer. Graphene, although it's not completely tested in the automotive detailing industry, because it's coming out now, not the graphene itself, but it's coming out now as a new type of coating for the car. It is proven that it is better. It's proven that it actually works. Graphene has been around for years, as I said before. But the durability on it, that's what we're testing out. That's why I apply in my personal vehicle to see. But we're definitely getting a better result with the graphene as opposed to the G-Technic coating. Or any other type of ceramic coating. G-Technic, obviously, they have other options as well. So we're comparing here to the G-Technic Serum Light. We're not comparing to the G-Technic Platinum, which they do last longer, and the other, C-Quartz or other types of branded ceramic coatings out there. Where this G-Technic that I apply on my personal car lasts from 3 to 5 years, they have G-Technic coatings that last 10 years, or they claim in a lifetime. But for that to happen, you have to apply multiple layers of coating on the car for G-Technic to last over 5 years, or for any other coating. The graphene coating, there's no such thing as applying multiple layers. And graphene, because it's made of a different material, it's not like SiO2 where you layer up the ceramic, which is SiO2. Graphene is made differently. So you really don't need an immense amount of graphene itself inside the actual bottle flask of ceramic. It said that it's only 1% of actual graphene that's inside the flask is already enough to go cover the entire vehicle. So that's why it's also inexpensive, and it's able to be better than silica dioxides and ceramic coating, because you really don't need a lot. Matter of fact, is detailer professor Yvan Lacroix. He actually covered out a lot of graphene. He does understand the chemistry of graphene, and he was explaining how if you have 1 ounce of actual graphene, just graphene itself, you're able to cover a football field. So you're going to have the same, if you're looking inside the cars you apply on vehicles, you're going to have a less expensive product to last longer. Obviously, the service may cost more to do it, but it's not going to be extremely more costly compared to ceramic coating service. And you're still going to get, it's less prone to water spotting, less prone to creating scratches or swirl marks, and it is supposed to last longer. I say supposed because it has not been in the automotive detailing industry for this amount of time. And also you can compare ceramic coating using multiple layers of ceramic coating versus, that one layer of graphene. And it may last the same. But if you're going to compare one layer of graphene and one layer of ceramic coating, graphene is definitely the best bet, better durability, and the price is not, there's not a huge gap in pricing. And this is the difference, guys. Graphene, ceramic coating, whatever of the two, if you buy a brand new car, it's definitely recommended for everybody who is getting a new car. Or if you have like me, if you have already used car and you just want to rejuvenate it, we did a paint correction on my car, as you can see on the YouTube video if you type in Wings Mobile Detailing. Or this video, this is the podcast. And you're gonna see how my car was able to bring out the shine back due to the paint correction. And then I apply another layer of graphene because the paint was just perfect. And so if you have a used car, definitely recommend it to do a paint correction to remove all scratches, road marks, so that you can apply the layer of protection on top of your vehicle and restore that protection, either with graphene or ceramic coating. And if you have any questions, guys, you can contact Wings Mobile Detailing. Are always here Monday through Sunday. You can contact the number you see on the description, either the podcast that you can find on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, or on YouTube. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much, YouTubers, for being around, and we'll be in touch.